She just put a bird egg under her blanket. But next day, the egg had grown as big as she was. Even stranger, when her tear fell onto the egg, it was instantly absorbed by it. At first, the girl didn't notice anything wrong, but the next second, she vaguely heard the sound of the shell cracking. Before she could react, a sharp claw suddenly reached out from the shell, and was so terrified she almost wet herself. She thought some horrible monster had hatched, and quickly hid in the closet, too scared to come out. But she couldn't hold back her curiosity, so she peeked through the crack in the door, and what she saw next completely shocked her. A strange bird had just broken out of the shell. Even scarier, that bird had a pair of pitch-black eyes. As in frozen fear, not knowing what to do, she suddenly heard glass shattering outside. Turns out the bird broke the window and flew away. Hearing the noise, her dad rushed in, and asked what on earth had just happened. But had lied, saying she had no idea how the window broke. She thought the strange bird had gone back to nature, but that night when she went to bed, and found the bird had come back, she was so scared she kept backing away, but as the bird got closer, she realized it didn't seem to mean any harm, seeing its arm cut by the glass, and seemed to understand what it wanted, so she curiously pulled the glass out for it. The bird screeched, scaring her so much she covered her eyes, but then the bird also covered its eyes too. That's when Anne realized, the bird thought she was its master, looking at the poor thing's pitiful face, and decided to keep it as a pet. That night she even gave it a warm bath. Little did she know, that decision would bring disaster to her family, because that bird wasn't a pet at all. It was a troublemaking demon. That night Anne was lying in bed, but couldn't sleep because of the neighbor's barking dog. The strange bird seemed to feel her anger too. Without a word, it slipped out quietly to the neighbor's house. Not long after, the girl was horrified to see the neighbor's dog dead on her pillow, to keep anyone from finding out, and buried it in the yard the next morning. But her hateful little brother saw everything from the window. He then brought their dad into her room, trying to expose his sister for killing the dog, and panicked and hid the bird under her bed, and clamped its beak shut with her hand. Right then, her dad noticed there was blood on Anne's bed. Thinking his daughter had grown up, he awkwardly left the room with her brother. Later that day when Anne got home, her mom, just back from a trip, brought her a pink comb. That instantly made her brother furious with jealousy, so he dug up the neighbor's dog on the spot, and shouted that his sister had killed it. But their parents didn't believe and could do such a thing. Still, the foul smell in her room made their mom suspicious. She tried to find out where it was coming from, and saw Anne's dance costume was full of holes, realizing Anne did it to avoid the competition. Her mom started to pressure her, saying if she didn't do well, she'd be locked in the dark room. After her mom left, and felt so wronged, she poured her heart out to the strange bird. It became her only emotional support. She even wished it could take her place in the contest. Sure enough, as time went on, the bird started changing in uncontrollable ways. It grew long hair, and began acting more and more human, but Anne didn't feel afraid at all. She even treated the bird like family. One day, her mom took her to dance practice. After seeing a talented little girl perform, her mom said she wished that girl were her daughter, and instantly felt a surge of jealousy. At that moment, the bird sensed her anger too. It ran out of the house right away, and when that girl was walking home after school, it quietly followed her from behind, planning to get rid of her for Anne. Just then, Anne's body started shaking uncontrollably. Her mom thought she was just under too much stress, and didn't tell her about her classmate's death, because it was something she wanted to do but didn't dare. When they got home, and found the bird was gone, only a broken beak was left behind, she had no idea the bird had already transformed into human form. The next day, her mom took Anne to a new house. That's when Anne realized her parents had already quietly divorced. They just didn't tell her because of her dance competition. Seeing her new stepdad and a newborn baby, Anne felt heartbroken. She couldn't accept this sudden little brother, so she told all her pain to the strange bird again. One day Jack walked past Anne's room, and suddenly heard weird noises coming from inside. He wanted to open the door to see what was going on, but Anne wouldn't let anyone in. With no choice, Jack forced the door open with his arm, and the next second, he was completely stunned.